Well, Thanksgiving is less than a week away, and it is time to give thanks and really celebrate that. So joining us with some ways to teach the kiddos how to remain thankful is Autumn Reo, who is the blogger behind mamachallenge.com. And Autumn, I was just saying, this is something that I'm just so passionate about in terms of, teaching kids and really enriching their lives with that gift of knowing how to be thankful.
Absolutely, and it starts young, and it starts by example, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So, what's so great about Thanksgiving is that it does spur that conversation on to be,
definitely,
what do you want, what are you thankful for? I was actually going to my daughter's classroom the other day, and I saw they had done a thankful board, and she had all her things listed, and I mean, she's only 3. So, I mean, the idea is there. It's just trying to help them take the concept of understanding that there are things to be thankful for and how you can help spread the love.
Yeah,
so,
what'd you bring in?
Well, again, trying to spur on that conversation. This is super easy. This is just a giving and a saving jar.
Okay.
So depending on if you give your kids allowance, so they get a couple of dollars, you can help them go, okay, now you got $1.
Yeah.
Put 90 cents in your saving jar and put 10 cents in the giving jar, or whatever the number makes sense for your kid or their allowance. And you can make prettier jars or things like that. But the idea of understanding, I'm supposed to be splitting my money for a purpose, and I give some for me, and then I give some for others. And another one is, using your Santa letter. So the kids are making out their Santa letter, and they're, thinking through, oh, I want this toy, I want that toy, and then as you go through the letter with them, you can remind them, oh, there's other boys and girls that don't get that, those kinds of toys at Christmas. And then they it starts to make sense, like, wow, oh my gosh, there's kids that are just like me who don't get that.
It's okay to have stuff, but it's okay to be generous as
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit here. So, a lot of people think that by giving, that means that we have to immediately go to a soup kitchen and that I don't have the time. And a lot of soup kitchens, honestly, they don't want, a lot of kids around there, because then, they're trying to feed people and there's confidentiality. So it really can start small. So these are 2 little placemats that my children made, and let them put these little Thanksgiving things. We laminated them in their construction paper. We talked about what Thanksgiving was, and I was thankful. And then, for instance, there's many organizations that were doing like Thanksgiving boxes, and one of those was Metricrest Services, which is a nonprofit here in DFW, and all the time, not just Thanksgiving, they're building together goods, and they have a pantry that they allow families to come into. So they'll let you actually come in. They'll tell you what their needs are online. They actually have a little giving box.
So you're getting something specific for them. Exactly.
So then when you go to the grocery store, the kids know, okay, here's our job. We're going to put it in this box. That at the end of the month or whenever, we can go and bring all of our stuff in our little placemats to make it more personalized to those seniors or those people. So we'll go through these things really quick. Again, there's a little box here. This one's from the Arlington Life Shelter. They even put it on a billboard and on their website. They say the things they need, and they're, again, very basic. Paper towels, toiletries, deodorants, things like that. And then, again, putting them in the box, that's the kid's responsibility. And then at the end of the month, they can go and drop those off.
And the thing about this is it's the things that we really take for granted, too. I mean, you take for granted you're going to have shampoo, that you're going to have soap. So that teaches a good lesson.
Being basic helps them really understand. Toys for Tots and Adopt an Angel Tree, amazing organization, of course, Fox 4 is a sponsor for Toys for Tots, but going in to get those toys, so when they're going through the toy store, they can say, oh, I want that. Well, then let's get one for another kid too. And then they want to be excited because they've picked out the toy. And you can even go online now at the Adopt an Angel Tree, and you can pick out your angel there. And then the last one is, spreading this idea of being thankful at Christmas and Thanksgiving is wonderful, but it doesn't help if you don't keep going throughout the year. So have a birthday party, have a Christmas party, have those kids, say, let's have a pajama birthday party, but bring blankets and socks and teddy bears for other kids, and we'll donate them to an organization, where those kids don't have these types of things. And you can do that any time of the year.
Keep the message going. We could talk about this all day.
Oh my gosh,
Autumn, thank you so much. Just a neat message. And we have more information on her blog on our website, myfoxdfw.com. Now we're talking about that wet weather, Jen.